And if you don't get that or see that, it'll mess your whole life up because you'll be living life with only a humanistic perspective on why things are happening. And Pharaoh sees that it was conceived. He sees that you've delivered it. He sees how strong it is. He sees the growth, and he wants to kill it, whatever it is, because he needs you to be so down and out that you will just continue to build his stuff. Power that it says that's here because the enemy is whispering in your ear. And he wants to use your past. He wants to use your hurt. He wants to use what homeboy did to you yesterday for you to take it out on the future one tomorrow. And you need to know, ladies, since I'm talking to y'all for a second, the men over there like, I like this. This is that men don't come to earth on storks. This ain't Dumbo. They come out of your wombs. And when it happens, you need to know Pharaoh's coming. So, practically, if you're a woman in here, God just gave me this, so I'm just going, it may sting a little bit. And you have a baby from a man who married somebody else. He moved on and you ain't moved on. So you're scorned about it. I understand. But if he is a willing father, not unwilling, if he is a willing father and you do not let him father that child, because Pharaoh's trying to write big checks to Shiphrah and Puah to take men out of the equation. And he's whispering in the woman's ear, you don't remember what he did to you? He doesn't deserve it, does he? And he's trying to get in and be a father to the child. It's going to be emotionally lucrative to leave him out. But your heritage will be in debt. Because he's trying to get God's women to kill off God's men. You don't want him to be the dad. Satan doesn't either. He agrees with you. Everybody's preaching sermons on Moses. But there would be no Moses without Shiphrah and Puah. Two ladies' names that you've probably, I ain't never read them names. It's not about their names, it's about their faith. And so what happens is he says in verse 21, as an encouragement, he says, because the midwives feared God, he established households for them. They looked at Pharaoh, and these are the lead midwives because two ladies ain't helping everybody give birth, okay? These are the lead midwives who have midwives under them, so they had to make a decision on whether they were going to Titus to other women to do what Pharaoh says to do, or they were going to Titus to other women to fear God like they fear God. And so they took this position of leadership, and they told Pharaoh, say, bro, we ain't going to be able to do that. Why would we go kill our own men? That's not a good idea. And so because they were unwilling to do it, even when the pressure came in, God established their heritage. And here we are in a passage where the edict comes because since God's people wouldn't do it, then he went back to his minions. So back in Exodus 1:22 where we started, he says, then Pharaoh commanded all his people. He had to go back to a different game plan. He went back to his own minions to try to figure out how we're going to get this done. And what he wants to do is he wants to kill the thing that God has conceived in you that you have given birth to, that you want to see develop and grow. Now, this is for everybody in the room. Everybody in the room has something that has been conceived in them that you have given birth to, and you desperately want to see it grow. You want to see it develop. You want to see it mature. You want to see it nurse its way to full maturity. You want to see your passion grow. You want to see your business grow. You want to see your marriage grow. You want to see your relationship grow. You want to see your family grow. You want to see your child grow. There are things that give you life that you want to see grow, and Pharaoh's coming after all of it. Why? Because if I can let them live but take the thing that gives them life, I can make them my slave. It's called your reason for living, your reason for being. Now I'm doubting. Now I'm depressed. Now I'm down and out on God. I ain't trying to go to church. Now I don't trust. Now I'm losing faith. Now I'm out of there. Perfect. Got one. Let's go to the next one. He'll let you live. He just wants you to live for him. So he'll try to crush your dreams and crush your purpose and crush your calling. Crush your family and crush your marriage. You thought y'all just get on each other's nerves. And you do. Pharaoh is lurking. Ephesians 6 says, we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, the principalities, the war forces of darkness, the spiritual forces of wickedness in heavenly places. It's beyond what your eyes can see. Everything visible and physical is preceded by something invisible and spiritual. And if you don't get that or see that, it'll mess your whole life up because you'll be living life with only a humanistic perspective on why things are happening. And Pharaoh sees that it was conceived. He sees that you've delivered it. He sees how strong it is. He sees the growth, and he wants to kill it, whatever it is, because he needs you to be so down and out that you will just continue to build his stuff. And here, in Exodus 2:2, you have a lady who finds herself pregnant. It says, the woman conceived and bore a son. Uh-oh. And when she saw that he was beautiful, she hid him for 3 months. Okay, now, a lot of times we read the Bible and we don't really put ourselves in the person's position. I give birth and it's a son. Yay, And I'm trying to figure out a way to keep the baby from getting stripped from me. I'm trying to figure out a way because she saw that it was beautiful. The word beautiful there means healthy. This is a healthy relationship, marriage, business. These things that have just given birth to is so healthy. I just want to see it grow, so I'm going to do the best I can to hold on to it and keep it from danger so that it can grow and develop. Are you with me? And so that's everybody in this room has something that they're passionate about that they want to see grow and develop. And you've just delivered it. It has just come, and you want to see it nursed to maturity. And here she is trying to make sure that Pharaoh doesn't get him. Anybody got kids, y'all? Okay, this hard. 3 months keeping the baby from Pharaoh? Shh. You got to understand that she's losing her mind. For 3 months trying to keep the baby quiet and not heard by some of the taskmasters and the Egyptians who are walking around looking and listening to see if boys are being born. The enemy is lurking, and you're wondering why it's so hard to keep that thing in your hands, because Pharaoh's hands are stronger than yours. His tug. Why is the marriage so hard? Pharaoh's coming. Why is this so much of a struggle to hold on to? Why are we struggling to find a building? And you're trying to figure out, how do I hold on to this thing?